Hey everybody, welcome to Come Waste Your Time with Dave. What is happening?
I don't know.
Dude, I have a tie on my head, you have a Santa hat.
That's right.
I'd also love to point out that we have it looks a little different, but we have the same shirt on, I think.
Maybe.
Just a
Gray?
gray t-shirt?
That's right.
Yeah, see, now here's the thing though. We do live in the same house, but you
We
you were
do?
not wearing a gray t-shirt a half hour ago when I saw you.
No, I wasn't wearing a shirt because it's so hot.
That's true. So I do want to say, but I've been wearing this gray shirt all day. So
This is
you
true.
chose to put on the same shirt that I was wearing.
Didn't have any thought about it. Literally just looked into the clean clothes and went, that one's good. Sorry.
That is what I did this morning as well. The tie
Santa
has been on all
hats.
day.
Yes, Santa hats just to compete with the tie on the head because
Yeah,
I thought I'd look weird. Excuse me. One
it is
second.
a tie. Um,
Right.
that's the vibe we're bringing tonight. It was so. Welcome. This is Come Waste Your Time with
Looking at my
Dave.
finger.
Why are you looking at your finger?
Never mind.
So as you can tell by the spiral background and the trippy opening and whatever, this is going to be a show that will not normally be a live stream. Sometimes it'll be a live stream, but we're going to start a new podcast called Come Waste Your Time with Dave. And we're going to go deep into some things that don't necessarily need to go that far down the rabbit hole.
This is true.
Um so for many many years of our friendship, you have had an exorbitant amount of Chrome tabs open at any given time.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm one of those people for sure that yeah, I can't let it go cuz I'll forget. And bookmarks only go so far. You have to check them regularly. Otherwise, you can just keep 30 tabs open and, in case you're bored one day, you can peruse. But you never end up thinking of it when you're bored.
And then you just and then you just find more things,
And
more
then you
rabbit
just
holes.
wait. Yeah, and you wait long enough where you just have to go through them and be like, I'm good with that. I don't care anymore.
All right.
And honestly, you end up coming back to a lot of them eventually. So it's like I'll
I'm
see you
sure.
eventually.
Yeah, they're parallel lines that.
Mm-hmm.
What is parallel lines that meet? It's company, Sondheim. Anyway, the so I would love to ask, what is a tab? Like, what is something very random that you have been looking at recently?
I've been cutting down lately,
Have you
which is a
really?
bad time. Yeah. Also, I think I've lost them. By the way, I busted out the smart food for this.
I should have gotten a snack.
You can't
Oh
eat
well.
into a mic.
What?
Am I
Yeah,
eating to
you
the
can eat
mic?
into the mic. That's fine.
BizDev.
Biz dev, baby.
This is BizDev.
You can turn yourself up a little bit.
Maybe I'll wait till I'm done chewing.
Oh god. Wade, thank you for the like. Um so yeah, this is
Too much?
no, that's perfect.
Great.
So yeah, so we were going to do a live stream tonight with of music, but
This is coming off.
okay, should the tie stay?
Oh, for sure.
This just looks like an 80s bandana.
It does. It's great. Continue.
Okay. So we were going to do a live stream tonight. We were like 90% set up for our
Mm-hmm.
normal setup for a live stream for music, for you singing. And then we bailed because it's too hot.
It's too darn hot, man.
It was really hot.
Very.
I went and got dinner for all of us, and when I came home, you had just finished setting up all of the sound equipment, and you were like, "Can we bail? It's way
Bail?
it's way too hot."
Way too hot.
And I was sweating, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's just
Yeah.
do. And we had been talking this week about restarting or starting this podcast anyway, so I thought it was a great opportunity to just do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. And also, this is an extreme rarity in the last 16 months. We are home alone tonight.
Yeah. I hate it. Absolutely hate it.
Come on, man. You live with your best friend,
Yeah.
and yeah,
We're not even in the same damn
we're
room.
not even in the same room.
This is the worst. I
We
stuck myself with a screwdriver right before we went on air. And I'm freaking out. I am desperately hanging on here. I need a tetanus shot. I'm 10 years overdue. You want to talk about wasting your time with Dave? This is wasting your time with me. I don't think I broke the skin, so I'm coming down a little bit, but
the
I don't
amount of
like that I-
times the amount of times in the last like 4 years that I've had to talk you down from thinking that you had tetanus.
Yeah, but I actually didn't. I actually know for a fact that I'm overdue for one now. So now I'm really freaked out. But I'm fine. We'll get through it. I'll deal with it
We're
after. You can talk to me later after the. There's nothing on TV. Well, there's nothing going on this stream either, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
No, but thank you, Chad.
Chad,
I'm
Chad,
sure
would
there's
you
nothing
like
on TV right now?
Chad, would you like to discuss your parents' thoughts on, the removal of neighborhood trees or anything? Um
No. Let's get back to where we were. Come on now.
um
What the hell did you ask me?
I asked you if there were any interesting tabs that you have open right now in your litany of open
Okay.
open tabs. By the way,
Well,
I never have a single Chrome tab open
yeah, but
that
your
wasn't.
desktop looks like it. All of your files threw up onto your
Yes,
desktop,
it's better on
which
this
is
new computer.
disgusting.
It's better on this new computer.
Well, that's fine. Now on the computer I'm on, I don't have anything interesting at
The
all.
tree was 200 years old. Wow.
Wow.
Well, now
It's
it's
a very old tree.
garbage.
Oh, one is I was gonna tell you about. This is a good time. I probably don't need to tell you about it. Have you heard of the podcast Heavyweight?
No,
I've never listened to an episode, but I've heard it recommended by a bunch of people. It's from Gimlet,
I love
so you
Gimlet.
know it's good.
Yep.
No, it's created by Jonathan Goldstein, where he helps people try to resolve a moment from their past that they wish they could change. So that alone has sold me. That's the only thing I know about it.
What's a moment from your past that you wish you could change?
But we're not doing that.
Why?
There's too many. I could do a whole podcast just on
I
me.
don't care. I want one. Name one moment from your past that you wish you could
Can you
change.
pick it? Can you narrow it down for me so I don't have to pull from like the ether of my entire life?
From the last 10 years.
So that's no. I really well since it's 2010, right? Or
Yeah.
does it have to be 2011?
No, 2010's fine.
Well, probably not go to New England Tech.
Yeah.
Too much student debt, bro.
It's a lot of that's a lot it's a lot of student debt for stuff that we're doing anyway.
It sucks because the school's great. If it wasn't so expensive, it'd be a great thing to do.
Right.
And I had a great time there. But it was far too expensive. And I'm screwed for the rest of my life until they cancel student loan debt. I will be screwed for the rest of my life given my current trajectory. But hey, it's only me and millions of others
Amen.
keeping it light on Saturday night.
Woo! You know what book I just got on Audible?
Tell me, Ben. Tell everybody.
I got Sheldon Whitehouse's
Sorry, I didn't expect that.
I didn't either. Captured. It came out in 2017. Captured.
Friend of the show, Sheldon Whitehouse.
The corporate infiltration of American democracy.
Do they have to be on the show, or do you just need to know them to be friend of the show?
I think that friend of the show needs to have been on the
guest.
show.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
So considering this is the first episode.
Yeah, that's why I checked that. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Friend of
Move
the
along,
friend of
move
a
along.
friend of a friend of the show, I guess. I don't know.
Personal friend of Ben Barber.
Not a personal friend. I no. That is a
You know
that is
the
a
governor,
gross.
you know.
I would say that the governor is a personal friend.
Here's another tab I have open. Make Your Art No Matter What, which is a book by Beth Pickens. It's
Nice.
It's billed as kind of like the modern day artist way. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
That is what it is, right?
Yeah.
The artist way for the 21st century.
Hello? I recently looked at a book by it's called You Are an Artist by Sarah Urist Green, and that is a book of art assignments for anybody, and it's supposed to teach you that everybody's creative and everybody can do it, and physical art isn't something that is reserved for only a few. Everybody has some artistic qualities.
Wow. I feel like that's what my dad would always promote.
Yeah.
Everyone can sing. But do we believe this?
Some
Come
people
on. I think
everyone can do their own thing.
that's yeah.
Like most people can do their own version of that thing.
To get the benefits from that thing.
At the very
Does
least.
that make sense?
Yeah. Chad says still looking for mine. Chad, aren't you?
I'm wondering how long it took him to write that comment, so I'm trying to gauge what we're talking about. Is it the last thing you said, maybe?
I probably like his talent.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't know. Chad, if I'm wrong and that's not what you meant, like please correct me. But dude, you're like an engineer and the president of a big organization for the for the road out. Like,
That's why I'm
come
saying
on, man.
because if he means that, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, you're amazing. Type in the comments if you would like us
You crack me up, man.
to type in the comments if you'd like
Sorry.
for us to boost your ego, and we
We'll do it
will.
tonight. No artistic talent. Well, why do
That's
we all
not
have?
that's not true. That's not true. I think. I don't know. Hey Dave, since Chad's on, remember last year the
Stupid.
ASCE packet?
No, I don't.
The
Gotta check my hand.
I cut myself last night on a knife.
Honestly, I'm feeling good about it. I feel like I'm good. I think it was just an indentation.
That's awesome. You mean you're not
I
having an
need that
existential
booster
crisis?
shot though. You know how much of a weight that would be off my shoulders if I got the booster.
The
But then I gotta
booster
like go
the
into a
booster
CVS.
shot? The
Yeah, that's what they
booster
do.
shot for tetanus?
Yeah, you get it every 10 years.
That's considered a booster shot?
I mean, yeah, because
I thought it was just a new tetanus shot.
Well, here's another question: isn't every booster of something you've already gotten a booster? You know what I mean? If you've already gotten it before, I don't know. Who cares, man?
If you've
It's
gotten the
tetanus 10.
if you've gotten the
Hashtag tetanus 10. This is my Michael Scott rabies awareness.
Tdap.
Yes, the Tdap. Oh, just seeing that made me get anxious, Chad. Stop it. Take it away. I'm serious. That shit makes me fucking anxious. Don't put it up again, Ben. I think I'm okay. But I gotta go to a CVS, and I haven't left. Will you stop it? I'm out. I'm gonna leave.
No,
I can end the stream.
Do not leave. You are not allowed to leave. We should have been in the same room. Damn it.
Anyway,
You
you mentioned how this won't be live anymore, right?
Yeah, this will not be live anymore.
And honestly, I think that sucks. Not that it won't be live. It's great that it won't be live. I think it sucks that this is the first episode because it's not gonna be like this.
Yeah.
Because when you're not live, it's totally different. When we're
yeah,
talking.
so this is what happened is that we used to do podcasts all the time, right?
All the time.
Like we
It's our main thing.
started doing podcasts in 2013.
Long
And
time ago.
yeah, we started doing podcasts in 2013 and I loved doing podcasts and it was great. And then we did a little bit of live streaming before the pandemic, like just a tiny bit of live streaming before the pandemic, literally going live on our phones on Facebook, like one thing. And then I had to do like, the story, like it's played out at this point. But I got asked to do one live stream and now, I'm the live stream guy. And
You're the live stream guy.
I'm the live stream guy. And
You've always been a guy.
always,
We won't go
always.
through them.
And
but-
I've never let's go through the guys
let's
because
not.
I
Let's
don't
not,
like
though. Let's
I
not,
never
really.
liked any of them.
I don't want to go through them.
I never liked any of them. But yeah,
I know that's the point. You've always been the guy, and you've always been like, I don't want people to say that. You've
No.
never found the thing yet that you're like, yeah, I am that guy.
you know
That's
what's
what
interesting?
This whole podcast should be.
You know what's interesting is that right now, I think that I've stopped being the live stream guy to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And now I'm just the walking guy.
You're the walking guy. You're the walking Ben.
And it's like every single time I do something new while I'm still doing the old thing, it's like I get a lot of people
because you don't
talking to me about the one thing.
right because you're not a whole asser. You're an ultimate half-asser. You cannot keep your hand in one pot.
Some people would call that multi-talented. Some people would call that like polymath. Jack of all trades.
But everything's like a thing for like a small amount of time.
Yeah, and that's like, I don't try to make Mr. Barber's Neighborhood.
That's the thing, man. When you have this list of things that you've been the guy of, but you don't do any of them currently,
Mm.
that's the whole point of. And I get
I
if you
mean,
know the full story that
right.
like there are reasons why you've moved on and blah blah blah, and like they were certainly not things that you had to keep doing, but to the average person, you got to admit it's kind of that's what it seems like. It's like, oh, he's always doing something new.
Yeah.
And like that's fine, but we haven't found the thing that we're like, which is funny. Isn't that funny that we are now saying we kind of still haven't found the thing yet, which is
I'm
weird.
I don't think it's weird. Like, we're pretty young.
The only
We're
it's
not.
not about it's not about the age, man. It's about the fact that I feel like we've done a lot of shit that would be what we consider our favorite things,
Yeah.
but we're still not satisfied.
So let's actually go
No,
through
I
them a
don't
little
want to.
bit.
I really don't want to. Not today.
Okay. All right.
Maybe we'll earmark that one.
Because but I mean, like, I don't think that it was ever it was things where people were like I've never said like I was the whatever, like the children's theater guy or the wrestling guy or whatever. Like, that those were never. I maybe have played into being the live stream guy for
Well, of
sure.
course.
And that's the point of this right now, is that everything was, and I think that live streams are insanely valuable and have done so many good things for so many people, and I've been a part of a wonderful amount of them, and live stream events and these wonderful community based shows and whatnot this year, the governor's town halls and like the Alzheimer's conference and whatnot, but and church services. But like, for us, I've been doing my content live as well since March of 2020. Like, I haven't done anything that wasn't live. Like, I haven't just pre-recorded my own stuff. I've done it for clients, but I haven't like sat down and recorded a podcast and then put out a polished version of it. Not even necessarily polished. Like, our podcasts weren't like overly edited or anything, but it was done on our time. And to get back to the point, it was what you were saying at the very beginning of this. It was like, it's a different vibe. The conversation is a completely different vibe between the people on the show.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's just really hard to get out of your head that it's being seen now. Um, because I think it's funny because when people, when like musicians talk, that a lot of times they're like, when you hit record, it's crazy, and there is a lot of that, and there was a lot of that. Like when we started doing podcasts, I was like, this is hard, but doing a live stream takes that up a notch, a lot,
Yeah.
and it's a lot easier to get used to a podcast, and no matter what happens in that recording, you could cut it, edit it. You know what I mean? So the conversation is totally different. Maybe not completely between you and me, you and I, because we're really close. But I think with normal, average people, you would think that being
Especially,
live.
yeah, especially like you and I can see the viewer count right now, and spoiler alert, it's not a lot.
No
Um
shit.
and
And that affects the conversation.
it does,
It just does.
and it affects it. Like, I want to play to the whatever size amount of people that are watching live, more so than I want to have the genuine thing, which is the conversation between the two of us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more fixated on being entertaining for the moment than
Yeah,
I am
and
about the task at hand, which is the conversation.
absolutely. That's kind of basically, instead of all the shit that I just said, I should have just said, it really affects you when you see that no one's watching.
or a bunch of people are watching, or several people are
Oh God, if
watching,
it's if there's a
or
lot of people watching, it's almost worse.
yeah,
So it's just shitty to know. Not that we have any
what's up,
problem
Paul?
with people watching, but for a long-term project, it'd be a lot easier. You know what I mean? For a long-term project, it's hard to maintain this for
Hmm.
conversations. When you're doing like a music live stream, that's a performance.
Yeah.
You're putting it out there. But even though we know that there's a good chance that, a good amount of people could see this later, we're not focusing on that.
You know what I
And
you know
that's
what
what a
else?
podcast is. You're
Right.
like, people could listen to this at any time, and that's fine. And I can deal with that later.
You know what else I think is really like telling about this is that it's not a headband, Paul. It's a tie.
Late to the party.
Don't be late next time, bro.
And we got smart
Um,
food. I busted it out. It's a little stale. They
I
were
didn't know we
old.
had smart food
I've been saving it.
for a special occasion.
Why not?
I
I'm
like it.
serious. I was looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's stale.
They're fine. It's really not that. I shouldn't be eating on air, but who the fuck cares? You tune into the podcast. I'll save the eating for after we record. Live stream, you're getting a little smart food action.
There you go. Should I saved it too long if it's stale? Thanks, Paul.
Actually, we're
Yes.
good.
Okay, cool. Good to
We're getting
know.
better.
Thank you for the popcorn update. Um,
Anyway,
so anyway, yeah, what what was the next thing that I was going to talk about? Because we were talking about the podcast. Oh, I did. So I did a podcast with Brian last week, and he and I have had several conversations on my shows, and they've always been live. And they were great. They were some of my favorite episodes of podcasts or live streams that I've done in the last year. But um hitting record and knowing that it wasn't live and knowing that it felt more intimate and it felt like it was just between the two of us, and it was a better conversation,
I'm sure.
and it was wonderful. um Also, what is he saying? The tie makes you look like a festive Johnny Lawrence. I don't know who Johnny Lawrence is.
That's the Lawrence brothers' dad.
Is that true?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Let's just say it is.
Johnny Lawrence is
He's
the
either that or he's
karate.
a baseball player.
It's the Karate Kid. It's a kid from the Karate Kid.
Okay.
Cobra Kai. Okay, thank you. Um,
Sometimes we don't know all the references.
Listen, I've never done karate. The only
I have.
karate demonstrations I've ever seen, I got paid to be there.
Well, I took karate for many years.
Were you a black belt?
No,
Tell the story.
let's not.
No, let's tell it.
All right. I went for like 10 years or some shit. And then, to become a black belt, you have tests all of a sudden that are like really hard. And, I wasn't getting any smaller. Yes, thank you, Paul. Um, I think I studied. I have no idea what brand karate. I shouldn't have said brand. What practice? What practice? I don't think it was Taekwondo. No, it was not at all. It was not. That is no, nope. Doesn't matter. Anyway, Ichiban Karate Studio in Wakefield, whichever one they are, that was what they are. That was what I learned. And I went all the way to the black belt tests, and that was very difficult. You had to run 3 miles in under 30 minutes, and I failed that miserably. Then you had to do push-ups and sit-ups, and then you had to do. On top of that, you had to do a quiz of karate demonstrations, like the routines with like they were all, named and they were specific. And I didn't remember any of them. So I just had to in front of like a literal audition, like a Broadway audition, because you're basically in a dance studio. It's the same thing. It's just mirrors and hardwoods, and there's a folding table with 3 teachers that you've known for like all of your adolescent life, and you're just failing them because you don't remember anything, and you just liked the community of this and the camaraderie, but you've gone too far and you need to actually do something instead of just look forward to the next Halloween sleepover, which was awesome.
There were Halloween sleepovers?
Oh, the events. It was so awesome. You were like a part of a family, right? Because everyone goes to the same studio. And then, like, for the kids,
Ichiban karate. When you're here, your family.
for the kids, you would do like sleepover nights, which was crazy, and it stunk. No, it did. It smelled like feet. They had to sleep on the floor though, in a sleeping bag. You had to watch movies.
That's awesome.
One of the teachers, like, dressed. It was right in downtown Wakefield. Before they moved, I went there when it was like across from where Brickley's is, so it was like right historic and like big windows, storefront windows, and there one of the teachers dressed up in a like killer's costume, like with a mask, and it was like they terrorized us. And then
Oh,
like
wow.
they came around the back and the lights went off and all the teachers were in on it and all the kids were screaming. It was the scariest thing. It happened twice twice in a row, and both times I was like, "Is this real?" I'm serious. This happened. It was an amazing thing. Anyway, when it got down to it, Dave D didn't have the stuff to get to black belt level, so I'd have a meeting. And here's what's funny: all the kids in my class, like the guys in my class that were clearly gonna move on with no issues, had a conversation with me when each one of us had to go into the head of the karate studio's office and meet with him. And it was said, not by me, but it was said, if one of us doesn't make it, I don't think any of us should do it. In the back of my head, I went, oof. Why did he say that? Because I knew it was going to happen. But I didn't want to believe it. But I knew. The logical part of my brain knew. And I just went, okay. It's an easy thing for me to say. Then everybody else went in. And we're like, yeah, I'm in. And I was like, sweet. And then I went in knowing how terribly I failed everything. But still, I was Dave D. So I was like, there's a chance. Even though I literally failed everything. And the head of the karate studio had to have the hardest meeting with me where, like, he started crying a little bit because he felt bad. And I just went, I think I'm going to quit. And he was like, really? I was like, I can't stay back in karate. I got to go. Like, I can't stay behind a grade in karate. I think I'm done. And he was like, I love you. I was like, I love you too. That guy passed away, unfortunately. He was an amazing person, Chick Gabbett. But I was done. It just wasn't going to happen. Yes, thank you, Paul. I'm telling a real story. He's fucking...
Live recorded.
Yeah.
Live recorded.
I came out and the kids looked at me and they were like, so I think I'm going to go on to black belt. I'm like, yeah, I think you're going to go on to black belt. I didn't get in. And I just looked at them and they were like, and I was like, right. I think I'm quitting. And then I had to have one of the many hard conversations with my father on the way home that I was going to quit something.
What else did you ever quit?
I quit Boy Scouts, and I was petrified to quit, and I was petrified to tell my dad that I didn't want to do it anymore because he was a Eagle Scout. Speaking of Eagle Scouts, that's your cue, Paul. Finally, he has something to contribute.
Give him 15. There's a 15-second delay.
Just saying, giving him the. But no, he was an Eagle Scout, so I was humiliated to be like, "Hey, Dad, I don't like this, and I don't want to do it anymore." And I'm
Yes.
really. You're not gonna put it up? I got it. There you go. How much longer do we have to? Oh, we've been cruising. We're almost done for
Yeah, we're
sure.
good.
Hashtag BizDev has been completed.
Hashtag.
Listen, my dad and my mom always wanted me to do activities, extracurriculars. And as a kid, you don't want to do any of that. That's not true. I'm not going to speak for every kid. But I think it's common for a kid to just be like, nah, I just want to chill. Everybody wants that, from kids to adults. With exceptions, I'm sorry. If you're somebody who isn't like that, that's amazing. You have one up on a lot of people, and realize that and cherish it. Because a lot of people just want to veg all the time and just do nothing. And just. But those extracurriculars, they're fun. Because as I said, did I love karate? Day to day, I complained. But now I'm like talking about how great it was. So I obviously had incredible experiences. So anyways, we're going to wrap it up for today. Definitely going to wrap it up.
Oh, God. There is a...
Oh, we got a bug. We got a bug in the basement, ladies and gentlemen. He's freaking out. Let's watch him online. Live versus podcast.
There's a big old spider on my mic stand.
On the mic stand? Oh, let's keep him on. Let me literally take out the popcorn and watch.
No, take me off. Take me off.
Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. We
what really
are you doing? Appreciate it.
No. I still want to do the show. I just want to get rid of this spider.
Well, I can't vamp for you.
Vamp, Johnny.
I might have tetanus, and you have a spider that you're bitching about?
You don't have tetanus.
Dude,
you
I don't know.
didn't even break the skin.
Good.
It didn't even break the skin. All right, hold on. I will Dave, go full screen on you. Oh, it's a big one.
This is ridiculous.
Go full screen. Oh no, it jumped. It's on my computer.
Can we go back to you?
No. Don't go back to me. Stop it.
Okay, so your audio's still on, though.
I know.
Okay. So what do you want from me? Anyway. Those extracurriculars. They're worth something. I see it now. I just wanted that was my point. I see it now.
I don't know where it went.
Over spider. What's going on?
I don't know where it went. It jumped onto the...
Well, if it's gone, then come back on the show. Be a professional, for God's sake.
It was a big spider.
I don't think it was as big as you're making it out to be. Every single time you've said there's a huge spider, it's not huge.
This one was huge.
Dude. I am so done with the extracurricular conversation. Did you like the karate story? Was it stupid?
I loved the karate story.
I got plenty of karate stories.
All right, hold on. Stay on you for a second. Should we show a commercial?
We have a commercial?
I don't know. Do we?
We can play the food for thought intro. What are you doing?
I found it.
Are you purposely on right now?
No.
Oh my God, you hit something.
Am I on the what?
Yeah, we just saw your filthy table.
I didn't hit anything on purpose.
I know you didn't do it on purpose, but what do you want me to play?
I don't know
that's
where it
not
went.
an appropriate video to play. That'd be sad. This is crazy. We gotta stop.
All right, I'm back. Oh God.
Jesus.
I didn't
So,
get it.
yeah.
I didn't get it.
What a disaster.
By the way, it's just a stack of books. That's all you saw was a stack of books
All right, man. Anyway,
and mail.
no, I had. What extracurricular activities did you do, Ben?
Um, let's see.
Let's compare. Let's
I
compare.
Okay, so I was in drama in
Yep.
high school.
Yep.
Um,
You're going backwards. Cool.
oh, should I start at the beginning?
I mean, I
Um,
don't care.
so I don't know. I did flag football.
Yep.
That was the first thing that I ever did. I think I was 5 or 6 when I started. So I did flag football for 3 years. Which not usually you don't usually do that. And then I and then I and then when I was finally ready to like try real football, I was too big uh to go up. I was like 1 pound heavier than the weight limit.
Hate that.
Yep.
Hate to see it.
Um and then I was also in Boy Scouts. I went all the way through Cub Scouts to Weeblos, and I did my
Oh,
like arrow ceremony, and then I quit.
nice.
I
You made
quit
it a
that.
little further.
I quit that because I didn't want to sleep over at Yagu.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
didn't want to.
either, and I didn't.
I didn't want to go camping, and they told me that it was a requirement, and I quit.
You're like, all right, I'm out.
Yep.
I mean, that was like me with the 30-minute 3 miles.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
I was
and
like,
30 push or whatever, 50 push ups. Bye.
sleeping in a tent, and I think I did it one time. I did it one time, but then they were like, you have to go for a week," and I was like, "No, I don't."
At least yours was like a personal preference of like camping. Mine was like, no on physical fitness.
Listen, I said that I weighed too much at 8 years old to play football.
Hey, man, I don't want to hear about that.
So or 9 at 9 years old. Let's see. And then I've never been able to do 3 miles in 30 minutes. That's ridiculous.
Well, if you were a child, you might have been able to do it.
Um so
The
let's
worst
see.
part was that I was training.
What did you
My
get?
dad.
How close were you?
Oh, I have no fucking idea. Probably was like an hour.
Um
But, you know, I went to the track a lot with my dad and my mom.
what did he do while you were at the track?
He walked. He walked. We would go to Westerly, or if we were at the karate class on the weekends, we would go to Narragansett High School.
Nice. Um
Oh, I got a story about one of the times I was at Westerly, but we won't. That's a really embarrassing story.
do you want to tell it now? I just
Like
ran
what?
away from a spider.
No, I don't want to tell it.
Okay. Save that for a non-live show.
Keep going.
Um okay, so then middle school I didn't do any extracurricular activities.
Nailed it. And then
Yeah, I didn't
football again.
and then football in high school.
Cheerleading for a brief
Um
time.
yeah, so in high school I tried out for the football team and I did all of the summer workouts, all of the like conditioning and double sessions, and I did everything in the summer.
All the terrible part.
All the terrible part in ninth grade, and they were like, "You're awesome. You're really like fast for your size and powerful. Like you'll be a great nose guard." They loved me, and then the coach sat me down and was like, "You didn't get good enough grades in middle school to do this."
Boom.
So then I got kicked off the football team. Um, and then I volunteered for class. I was the de facto class vice president because no one else wanted to do anything except for the president of the class my freshman year. And then sophomore year, I did do football. And then in the spring, I did theater um, because the drama teacher wanted football players to play the Russian army in Fiddler on the Roof. And I was like, ooh, I wanted to do theater since I was in fourth grade and didn't get the part that I wanted. I didn't get a part at all because I didn't audition because I was too shy. And instead, this horrible, I shouldn't, he could actually be watching this. I don't want to go too far into that. But I was like, I was very upset that I didn't get the part that I wanted in fourth grade, and I really wanted to do theater. And then, like, I really wanted to do Annie in middle school because a bunch of my friends were doing Annie, and I would have been in the show with you. And I wanted to do the Lion King, and I didn't do it. And I felt really not the Lion King, the Wizard of Oz.
I was like, what?
You were the lion.
I was the
And then
Cowardly Lion and the Wizard of Oz,
and then I
sir.
and then I so then in 10th grade when she asked the class president guy if he would be in the show, I was like, I want to do it. And then when she was going to give him lines and he didn't want them, I was like, I'll do it. And then when they were like, we need a Russian to dance, I was like, I'll do it. And
I'll
then
do it.
and then that summer I was like, I don't really want to do football anymore. I think I'd rather
Why are
do
you using
theater.
that voice?
That's I because I was very like timid about it. I was like, I don't think I want to do football anymore. I think I want to do theater. And my dad was like, you have to do football. Not in like a macho like way. He was like, if you do not continue doing football, your health is going to get bad because you're very lazy
Merp.
and it's good to have physical activity. And I was like, Dad,
Merp.
I'm a thespian. This is gonna, and I was like, this is gonna look great on my college resume. This is gonna look
Which you
great on my
hadn't cared
college
about
resume,
until that moment.
which I had never cared about and
Until
never
that
cared,
conversation where he was telling you to stop.
and then never cared about it afterwards. Dad, I'm very sorry. Um, uh,
Awkward.
and and then that was it.
Double
What else
awkward.
did I do? Yeah, and then a girl in high school. I don't know what he's saying. And then a girl in high school that I, was like had a huge crush on all 4 years of high school. Wanted her and her friends who I was friends with wanted to do a special routine for homecoming our senior year, and they needed more powerful bases to do some cool like flips and stuff. So they asked me and another friend if we would come in and do the if we would come in and do the cheerleading part,
This is so long.
and I said
It's
yes.
like I just
So I
wanted a list.
so I started high school on the football team and I ended it as a cheerleader. Yep, and that was
There's
it.
the payoff. Sorry.
I was also in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes for like a minute.
Hey.
Um
Who's him?
I I was in the I would have to text my friend. There was some other religious club that got founded and I was like, "Sure, I'll be a part of that." And then I think I might have been a member of the Gay Straight Alliance when that first got founded. That was my senior year. I don't know. I was in a lot of clubs senior year because there's a lot of photos of me in
I
the
think you might
yearbook,
have just snuck in the picture.
including my butt.
This is true. We got to get a pic of that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we
No, we
get
don't.
taken down.
It's on the Cheraho website. If you go to the Cheraho website and search the
Ben's ass.
2005
Just
yearbook,
search Ben's ass. You'll see.
search the 2005 yearbook, and you will see. If you know where to look, you will see my butt.
Find the
The
Odd
top.
Couple page.
Yes,
Odd
You,
Couple.
yeah,
He's
yearbooks
on
are
the
online.
ground.
I know, I know. I could pull it up right now. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
Keep talking.
Um, and then and then that was it. That was all of the the extracurricular
All the
activities.
extra school I did.
Yeah. What was the name of the? I'm gonna text Sarah and ask her what the name of the Christian thing was.
Do you want to know what extracurricular activities I was in?
Yes.
Well, I went to the Y very early on, so
Okay.
that's one. Um, I was in the chorus of Westerly for a very long time, almost 10 years, and then I did theater from when I was 6 to when I graduated in Westerly and Charo. Those are the big ones. And then, as I mentioned, I did karate at some point from, I think I started in elementary school and then ended sometime in middle school. Um, Boy Scouts, same time period. Piano lessons from two different people throughout my middle school and high school career. Voice lessons for a short amount of time, ironically, because I had course Westerly, and then I don't know. It was hard to fit stuff in. For a very brief time, I did recorder lessons at URI.
You had recorder lessons? That
Yeah,
explains why you could play everything on the recorder immediately.
no, but I remember the only lesson that I remember from that um that stint, was not playing recorder one day because I was so sad, and I sat on the couch with the lady that taught me, and I talked about how the kids made fun of me for my weight, and she reassured me. And I was like, we didn't play recorder today at all.
Oh, I was in band for a minute.
Oh,
I was in 5th grade. So when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, my sister played the flute, and then she died. And I was like, "Mom, I know that you just spent $1,400 on that flute. I'm gonna play it."
I'm gonna
And
do it.
I walked in
I'm gonna
to school
pick up the
the first
baton.
day of 5th grade, and I was like, "It's really loud in the band room. Like, what if I can't hear the fire alarm?
This
I
guy.
want to quit." And
This guy.
I went and I asked if I could switch to chorus, and Mrs. Kashulik, my guidance counselor, was like, "No." And I was like,
Aw.
"What can I
That's
do?"
weird because she's from the Chorus Westerly.
I know. I was like, "I want to do chorus,"
Maybe you
and
just couldn't.
she was like, "Chorus is full." And I was like, "But I don't want to
Aw.
do band." And she was like, "You have to do band." And I was like, "But I
Oh,
refuse." And
man.
she was like, "You have to do band." So then I went and I was like, "I'm not going to do band." And Mrs.
There you
Dawson
go.
was like, "You're going to stand in the back next to the drums and you're going to clap the rhythm." So for an entire year, I was in the band, and the only thing that I did was clap the rhythm with the drummers.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and then I was in chorus. I don't know if chorus counts as an after school activity for high school, but I was in chorus for 2 years, 3 years. Damn it, Dave.
I mean, look, it's us.
Oh, hey, it is us.
That's so cool. We're
I
on
didn't
the
know
front of the
that.
clubs and organizations page.
Hey,
Look,
that's awesome.
I never even noticed. Oh,
I didn't notice that at all.
oh. Other people. It's all online. It's not my fault. Yeah, I mean, I can't get in trouble for this. This is online.
Yeah,
Look at that. I don't know who's in the middle, but they're some cool kids.
that's awesome.
Look at Jack Blanchett going like, Dave's a cool guy.
Now I'm
Julie
just
Tyler.
thinking that the spider's on me at all times.
I gotta find the other picture though.
Yeah, scroll down.
Well, I'm not gonna do it.
All
That
right.
would
Well,
be
I
hard to
can
see.
kind of see it. It's just the odd couple page.
Where is the Odd Couple page?
I don't know. It's the theater. It's whatever the drama page is.
You're right. Anyway,
By the
well,
way,
hey,
Youth Alive. The Christian thing was called Youth Alive for Christ.
I'm on the. That's cool. I'm on the Akabo page. No but.
All right, go back into it. Go into it.
Oh, you just want to see the page?
No, just go into it though. All right. Scroll up.
Aw.
Otav. Wow.
Chad Self playing Bob from Bob's Burgers
I
over
haven't
here.
seen these photos in such a long
Can
time.
you see my mouse?
Uh
No.
yes. Yes,
Oh,
yes, I
okay.
can.
Yeah, and now we're at teens as teachers.
Okay,
So
scroll up. Scroll up.
this is weird.
Hold on. Scroll down a little bit.
What do
Scroll
you
down.
mean?
Wait, all right, go back up. Go back up. Go back up.
Christian
It's
athletes?
it's something where there's a top photo. This is at the very top of the page. All right. Go down slowly. You're going to have to go down slowly at this point.
I'm looking. I can see better than you can. I mean, let's come back to it, will you?
Can you send me the link?
Sure.
Thanks. I don't know why I'm trying to find my butt in the yearbook, but
I'm
I
gonna
will
find it. Just
I will
you've
find
been
it.
yelling at me to do things as if like I can't see it and I can see it. So just give me a second and I'll find it. I did find the odd couple page.
You did.
No but.
No
This
if
is gonna be the
and
payoff for the entire stream, and then we're out.
should I even explain to people why my butt is in the yearbook?
Go ahead. We need time to get to the butt.
So this is what happened. We were doing a show. We were doing the Odd Couple, and I had a quick change in between a scene, and the scene is supposed to start with me on stage by myself vacuuming, in dress clothes, or no, in casual clothes after being in dress clothes. It's a spider.
Come on.
Hold on. Where are you, son of a
Get
bitch?
real. This guy.
It was attached. It like spideyed up the thing.
Spideyed. This is awful.
Get out of here, you son of a bitch.
Come on, man. Get it together.
Anyway, so it
Get it together.
so yeah, so it
I have a disease that's life threatening.
you do not have a disease that's
My
oh
hand feels
Scott.
weird. Huh?
Scott Noise, my friend Scott Noise.
Hey.
Did you find it yet?
I'm working on it. I went back to the beginning because I think it's in the beginning.
I do too.
So, but it's taking a little bit to load. So just give me a second. Oh yeah, we're close. I can tell. Oh yeah. Oh.
I found it.
Oh. I was like a page away. I found it too.
Yep. All right. Go ahead.
You got it?
No, you can go.
Okay.
You have it. So all right. So anyway, so the girl that was supposed to that was doing the lights turned the lights on way earlier than she should have, and I still had my pants down. So
Yeah, you
I
did.
pulled them up. I pulled them up immediately, and I didn't even have a chance to put my other shirt on. So I went on stage with just dress pants with no belt in. I didn't have time to put the belt on. I had just dress pants and um I had just dress pants and a white t-shirt on. And in the scene, I'm supposed to fall down. So I did. I did the scene and I fell down, but I only had dress pants that were too big for me, that did not have a belt, and a white t-shirt. And somebody from the yearbook happened to be there and took a photo. And then years later, I didn't realize this when I saw my yearbook. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it until like 2015.
All right,
All
so I'm gonna
right,
pull it up.
go ahead.
So here's the page. Right.
Yep. Yeah.
We got the Odd Couple Fall production. Oh, those are nice pics. We got the Poker Buddies, the Pigeon Sisters trying on their wigs. Very nice. Fighting for each other. Oh, beautiful cast pick.
Absolutely.
But then, did I miss something at the top there? Okay, but if we go up, oh, oh no,
Zoom
what's
in.
going on here?
Go ahead. Zoom in.
Oh no, I lost it.
Oh,
Where'd it
there's the
go?
football team that I should have just stayed on.
Let me go up a little further. Wait,
Yeah, belts for days. It's on page 26.
I know. There is a distinct plumber's crack happening.
Yeah, there really is. Yeah, zoom in on Ben Rose with his just disgusted. What's that?
This guy. Yeah. What a joke. Plumber's crack in the yearbook. That's what Ben Barber does. Let's get that out of there.
I'd like to believe that it was like something sticking out of the vacuum cleaner and it's just an optical illusion.
No, it's
There's
not an
no
optical
way.
illusion.
There's no way it's
way.
anything
That's
other
a
than my
classic
butt.
plumber's crack. Well, ironically, it's been about an hour, so what a joke.
I should
But
have
this
known.
was this was ultimately way more enjoyable than any music stream would have been
In the
not
heat,
in air
yeah.
conditioning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That
And
would have been amazing.
these are the types of deep dives that you'll get a chance to listen to with your ear holes.
You won't be
On
able to see things like a yearbook, but that's why we do it live stream versus podcast.
right. And we will sometimes do one other thing about live streams versus podcasts that I thought about is that when you see a number of views after a live stream, I don't know about you, I like don't care as much about the number. Like if we were to put up a video of this, like say we recorded this all on our own and then we put up the video later and it said like 500 views, we'd be like,
Right.
holy shit, that's amazing. It got 500 views. The podcast got 500 views. If we do a live stream and we're looking at the thing and it says like 10 people max at any point, and then afterwards it says 500 like the next day, we're
You're
like,
like,
none of those people saw it.
You know why? Well, yeah, because the other thing is like, what happens if you do watch it? It's like us talking to the 10 people.
Right. Right. Which is why StreamYard is always like, make sure you say hi to your
Right, but when your show's trying to be interactive,
yeah.
ugh.
This is why we shouldn't try to be interactive. And I mean, the main reason is Paul. The main reason we shouldn't try to be interactive is Paul. But in the words of Paul's brother, the great Curtis, we're not doing it for them.
I'm not doing it for them.
We're doing it for us.
Doing it for us.
This bus is gonna be. I mean, this bridge is gonna be a bitch.
Bridge is gonna be a bitch. All right. Well, thank you so much for spending some of your time with us, whether it be live or not live. We
or
still appreciate it.
Memorex.
Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.
Yes.
We hope
Thank
to see
you.
very soon. We
If you-
will have a music stream very soon, either before next weekend, if not, definitely next Friday or Saturday.
The thing about the music stream that I just want to say is that it was going to be so cool,
And it will be
and it will be
when we get
like,
it right.
Like we had some cool things planned,
Legitimately, not
Well,
any
like,
bullshit like
yeah,
usual. Like we
no,
actually had some cool stuff happening.
yeah, we had some really cool stuff planned, and it was not going to be enjoyable for us. Allie's not here, and she would have loved to have seen it,
Absolutely.
and
But not
and it
even
was
just
just
that.
no, and it was just a lot of work in the heat, and it would have been very uncomfortable, and we would have been rushing through it, and it wouldn't have been nice. This, on the other hand, has been entirely enjoyable.
I've loved it.
Yeah. You probably have tetanus though.
Dude, don't even please don't even joke.
I love you. You're fine. I hope that the popcorn was good. You want to like hang out after this
Sure.
since we're, you know,
Yeah, I
a
feel a lot
hundred
better now.
like 100 feet away from each other?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank
Love
you
you and love
guys.
everybody else. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of what to play to end this.
Oh. How about the Christchurch outro? No, don't do it. Thanks for watching. Should we just go
Like,
out on your ass?
no. Yes, just do it. There we go. All right. Good night, everybody.
Gross.
Just gross.